here from the back of us, so they're really glad here, the Glasgow guys. So Mickey's just going over and gonna have a short interview with Strathclyde because they are really relieved to be finishing this stopping last lap of the cast, couple of meters before the start finishing line.
Yeah, I know. I think we gave them water last year as a prize, so maybe they kind of used it this year. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, the driver's really happy, and they're just going to be putting back in the pits. They're going to be refueled, so they're going to see how much fuel they actually used up. And that was car 30 that just went in the pits for their driver's change.
So we've got a new car out there now. This is my favorite pretty blue car number 96 from UAS Mittweida. Let's see what kind of times they're going to get for us. And we also have the team from Beijing. They're just about to get the last lap sign. This is our first ever Chinese team, and yep, they get the first ever lap sign. We've had some very international teams completing endurance today, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, India first and now the Chinese, so that's really put some strains on the American and European teams here, so really got performance here, but we've still got Munich here. UAS Munich on track with very good times, not as fast as the first driver, but still very good, consistent fast lap times, and we'll see how they can perform. They're just overtaking Mittweida, the baby blue car number 96, and they're screaming here over the start finishing line. And yes, that's a good time, 82.36 seconds, so well done there to the second driver. That looks like it's getting faster and faster. And here I've got Mickey. He's bringing me Edward Core. So Strathclyde, how pleased to finish the endurance this year?
Feels fantastic to finish after coming so close last year, 100 metres from the finish line, but this year we made it, so very pleased.
Definitely. So what did you tell the drivers to prepare this year for endurance? Did you have to send them to the gym and get some arm muscles sort of strained up, or what was your secret this year?
We've had zero testing, so we tell drivers to go very slow. So we just want to finish enduro. That was very important.
Well, congratulations, you managed, and well there. So thank you, and a big cheer for Glasgow for finishing this year. Outstanding performance. We'll see you later on in the award ceremony, probably.
Yeah, well done to Glasgow. It was an amazing performance from them. So we've got car number 26. I finally got the track free opened up for them. Are they going to get any faster laps? They've got an 82.36 to beat, and they are just about to cross the line. Have they got a new track record? Ooh, very close, 82.59, but this is their 15th lap that they're on now. Let's see if they can get one in their last couple of laps. And car number 96. They complete their second lap. They're already on 89.7. Ooh, and we've just got a little bit distracted there with Scotland, but actually we go back to China now. Managed to complete endurance. They're our 7th car for the day to complete endurance. Well done, Beijing.
Definitely. So the Chinese have proven again that they've got a very reliable car and good lap times. I think in a good 90 seconds there, if I remember that correctly. So well done in car number 88.
I think they're even a little bit faster than that. I think they were one of our fastest track cars out there during the first half of endurance. And so I think the team's going to be very pleased to have come here for the first time ever and to have built their car here and to have got through the competition. I mean, that is an achievement in itself. Excuse me, I can't speak.
Definitely, it is very tough on the guys here. I mean, a lot of cars, like you just heard from Glasgow, some teams have got no testing time at all, so it's even more outstanding that Strathclyde here actually finished endurance. I mean, that's a lot of luck they had there, to be honest, but well done again to those guys.
Yeah, that's true, and for the international teams, a lot of them have to unbuild their cars to ship them over, and I think a lot of them have a lot of issues with rebuilding it. They'll have sort of problems with parts and they need to change things, and because they're international, because they've come so far, sometimes it's very difficult for them to get the reliability out of their car that they had when they were at home.
Definitely, and talking about reliability, I think Toronto, they're from overseas, so they might actually have the same problem because they were actually going to be running 7th or 8th in a running order, and they actually asked if they could run late, so maybe we'll be seeing Toronto here. They've had some technical difficulties that of course means get the later slot that they of course get the 2 minutes or 120-second penalty.
Oh, so unfortunately car 30s had to be pushed off. They had couldn't restart during driver change. I think it was just engine problems. What? They just couldn't restart apparently. So could you everybody give car number 30 at Ohio State University a round of applause? They did complete the first half of endurance, and like we say from the beginning, just getting here is a challenge in itself, isn't it?
Definitely, and now we're seeing the next car in for a driver's change. That's Uni Roma, car number 19. Hope that they can restart their engine, as so many teams have not been able to. So Aaliyah, who have we got here?
Hi, so you're from the Chinese team. How does it feel to have completed endurance today?
I think the enduring we have finished, and this is the goal we have already set when we were in China. I think we got it, and the driver, I think he has already do his best, and our car, I think, is also a perfect one here. Yeah, thank you.
And are you going to come back next year?
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was really amazing to see you do so well for your first time ever at Formula Students Germany, and we wish you the best of luck. And yeah, I hope you have a fun time enjoying yourself, partying tonight and celebrating.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. So we've got a lot of green times out there. That means that our cars are really improving lap by lap. We still haven't beaten our track time of 81.88. We've still got car number 26 out on track. They're getting 85-second laps, and they're just coming down to finish the lap. It's getting a little bit chilly and windy. Do you think the rain's coming, Daniel?
Well, I'm quite glad that I got long trousers on now, to be honest. It's quite chilly now down here.
I know, I think Daniel was a bit like, why are you making me wear long trousers during the briefing this morning? But I think he's like happy that we told him to, aren't you?
Definitely, I'm quite glad that they told me off their long trousers, and that's 26 that you just screaming past with their very last lap.
Yeah, they just got an 82.75, so they've been consistently fast. I think they've been our fastest team so far.
Definitely, you're completely correct there, so that's definitely going to be the times that we should be looking at for the top 10 or 15 teams here in the endurance.
We've got a couple of new cars out there. We've got car 115. This is our French team from Nevers. And car number 39 for the University of Pisa. They just completed their second lap, and they were improved on their first one with a time of 91.27. But we've still got 81.88 to beat. Who's coming up next? Who do you think is going to beat this lap time?
Not sure who's going to beat that lap time. We've got to wait for, I think, a third group in the electrics. But I just saw that from the pit, we got an engine restart. So that means we're getting University of Roma. Oh, that was a high flying cone there. But University of Roma, car number 19, they're ready up. And they're just waiting for the green flag. And hopefully we'll be seeing them on track soon with their second driver and the second run in the endurance.
And there's a checkered flag. It looks like our fastest team out there today. Car number 26 is our 8th car to complete endurance. Well done to UAS Munich. You guys can relax and celebrate and enjoy the rest of the race now.
Definitely, you really deserved that. They were going strong with both drivers, always doing the 82-second lap times and even the 81 fastest lap time. So congratulations there to US Munich. They're really strong here, and we'll hope maybe to see them later on in the awards ceremony.
I saw car number 96, my beautiful baby blue car, just kind of crossed the finish line, and they are just flying out there. I mean, they've improved so much in their last 6 laps, and I'm excited to see what their second driver can do by the time they get so far. And like I said, it's just great to see that the scoreboard is all green, because green means their fastest lap. So that means all the teams are consistently getting faster and faster as the day goes on. Oh no, we've got a meatball flag. It looks like our French team from Nevers is being pushed back. The scrutineers are going to have a look at that. I'm just sending our intelligence officer out to find out what exactly happened there. And in the meantime, we've got a new car out, car number 119, and another Italian team from Tuskio. we've got 5 cars out on track right now. I think. Oh, yeah. I think they. The scrutineers gave them the okay. Looks like. Car number 115 have pulled back up to the start line. Let's see. Hopefully, we'll see them out there. So yeah, and car number 96 did it again. They're just getting faster and faster. Car number 39, one of our new teams, just clips the special cone.
Yes, and it has actually been replaced already. So this is a second cone. So let's see how long that cone lasts here in front of us.
So I think car number 15 are really going to be pushing it. They've just been let out again. They were pulled in with a Meebo flag because the officials weren't happy with something on their car. I think Daniel's just finding out what exactly the issue was. He was going to give us a bit more information on it right now, but it's nice to see that it was resolved quickly and they are back out there. Hopefully we will see them completing endurance. I mean, it's amazing to see how many cars have completed endurance today. It's just the first group, and we've got, I think, almost 100 cars who are going to be driving today. So, Daniel, do you have anything to say about the Never team yet?
Yeah, I'm just getting from our intelligence officer through the radio that 115, the French car Nethers, were taken out with a meatball flag because when they were braking, the complete rear wheels were always up in the air. So I think with the center of rotation, there's some problems. Maybe we can get the suspension guy from Izat here over there why that happens. So we're just going to keep a closer look on that car and see if we can see that again. So either it's really hard on the brakes or not. And was that our magic cone again?
It was.
Really enjoying this. Thank God I'm not a cone out there, so I'll really be bashed around here. And here comes Izat, 115. They're back on track, and yeah, he's a bit calmer now on the brakes. So maybe he's sort of felt that the car gets really unstable under heavy braking with the rear wheels locking up and up in the air. So yeah, that definitely is some improvement they could do for next year. Get a better suspension set and take a look at close at the center roll. So maybe even anti-dive, a better pitch control there. So we'll see.
So I think car number 52 are on their penultimate lap. They're going to get the last lap sign when they come around this time. And car number 96 gets the checkered flag. They are now in for driver change. Well done to car number 96, UAS Mitvida.
And I'm just getting the update that car 61 Wuppertal, that would be the last listed car that's in the right running order to go. But of course we had a couple of cars missing this morning, so these will be here last. So this car 61 will hopefully be seeing soon on track, and then there'll be another 4 or 5 cars that couldn't get their running order this morning. So that means all those cars will get their 2-minute penalty added on to their total endurance time. So the engine of car 61 has just been revved up, so that's the last regular car without the 2-minute penalties. All cars released on track after that will get their 2-minute penalties. So let's just wait until they're getting their green flag, Wuppertal, and let's give them a great support, because they are the fastest here in this group so far. So we'll really have to keep a key eye on that. Oh, what was that, car 39?
Wasn't the magic cone that time, but this team car number 39, they just like all the cones in front of us, I think.
So is that a real off course then?
Might have been, yes. I think that because they couldn't correct themselves, they kind of went out and then they went back in, knocked 2 cones out en route, which is a shame because that means a 20-second penalty for them.
Just having a look in the pits here. That's Mittweida. They're strapping in their second driver. Scrutineering has given the green light, so thumbs up for them. And now it was just Moscow Mami that have finished. So well done there to Moscow Mami, and we'll maybe get the driver there because they seem pleased. So this is another great achievement from our Russian guys from Moscow. Fantastic, really over the years, really seeing how their car and their team have improved from year to year, and this year it could be like we're seeing in Indians the best year ever so far. What do you think, Aaliyah?
Yeah, right. I think it's absolutely astonishing how many good teams there are, and with such reliable cars compared to last year. I think it's nice to see that they're learning and they're improving every year.
And talking about reliability, I've just heard that Mittweida restarted their engine, so their reliability is definitely good with their second driver, and we'll be seeing them on track very soon. And here they come, car 96. Big round of applause here for Mittweida. That's good performance for them with their 4-cylinder engine running strong, and hopefully they'll be keeping that up with their lap times. And here comes 119, and close after that 115. Izat, is it going to get a blue flag? Oh no, the marshals have missed the blue flag on that one.
So it looks like car number 119 clipped the magic cone, so they're officially allowed to do endurance. And we've got a new car out. This is car number 61. They've just completed their first lap. This was 91.51.
So with Wuppertal out on track, that is our last running car here. So that was just, I think, our drag says from the back. I was really confused there. But yeah, last talking, car 61's the last run. And here we have car 39 in for a driver's change.
So congratulations to the University of Pisa from Italy. You made it through the first half of endurance. Let's see if you can come back for the second half.
We'll hope that their engine restart reliability is also good here for the Italians. We've got another Italian team here on track, 119 Tuscia, and we see here 115 coming past us. That's the French Izat, who've overtaken the car 119 Tuscia, so well done there. Just getting the info that Berlin has fired up their engine, but they've been waiting for quite some time now, so that's definitely not going to be good for their fuel economy later, but probably they're just happy that they've got their car fixed and can go out of running order and even try and run this endurance through. So let's wait and see when car 38 will get the green flag, and hopefully we'll see them soon on track.
Car number 15, our French team from Nevers, they just got the last lap sign. I think their team's going to be really excited about this. They did have the meatball flag earlier on today and had to be pulled in to have their car checked over by the scrutineers. And fortunately, they did get the thumbs up and they were allowed back out. And I think, hopefully, when they go in for driver's change, the scrutineers won't find anything else wrong with them, because it would be nice to have a French team complete endurance today as well, wouldn't it, Daniel?
Glad you said that, Aaliyah. Do have to support our British teams here.
The French.
French teams here, sorry. Yeah, I've just been watching the car he's at. and the driver's really pushing the limit now because he's just and I'm just sorry that I interrupted that. There's a big discussion here with Pisa. The driver completely furious. Frank basically said they're not allowed to continue driving that way. I'm not sure. There's a lot of confusion here, so the driver's really upset here, and not sure what's happened. But it looks like our French team is getting into the pit.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying that car number 115 have just got the checkered flag. Let's see if they can get through driver change without any problems. I think Daniel's just trying to find out what happened to the Italian team. That car number 39 from Pisa. There is currently a bit of confusion there. We would like to see them back out here. So we've got car number 119. They keep flipping cones in front of me as well. But the driver's looking good. He's getting faster and faster every lap. I think he's currently the only one who's putting out green times at each lap. She says as car number 61 goes across the line and does exactly the same thing. Well done to car number 61, 86.99, your new personal best.
Yeah, and back in the pits, car 115 is at the scrutineers is just checking, and it's Uniroma car 19.
And
that's just come in.
I think there are 8 cars to finish endurance for the day. How about that?
Congratulations there to our Italian team, and the driver's really happy here. Team members congratulating him, hitting him on a helmet, and they've got to go straight through to our refueling station to see how much fuel they used. So they're just getting the car prepared there and to show that. And that's our favourite cone again, Aliyah, I think there.
I'm telling you, it's the lucky cone. Every driver, every team has to hit that cone at least once just to get through endurance, don't they?
Definitely. So I just saw here that car 116, that's University of Kempton, have fired up their engine and they're waiting for the green flag to go. So the cars that we should have seen the first this morning we'll be seeing now on track soon. And this is car 119 Tuskia with the last lap signal. And Wuppertal just overtaking here car 38 Berlin, who's still having some technical issues. So I'm not sure they've completely sussed out their problems from this morning, and it looks like, oh yeah, the driver's, well, I think it found his gear, but sounds all right to me, so it could be just some drivability problems. So we'll keep a closer look on that team and see how they do and progress here through our endurance run. And now we've got car 116 coming out first lap, and oh, nearly spun out there. So that's an off course in the first lap. Driver got a bit of a shock there. So Aliyah.
So I've just got the information about car number 39. That was the University of Pisa. There was a confusion and there was some angry drivers, and it turns out that the team has got disqualified as they unfortunately pushed the main switch and reset the car, which is not allowed during driver change. So unfortunately they won't be allowed to continue endurance. But please can you give the first driver a round of applause, because he did drive incredibly well. And it's really great to see them here today.
Well, definitely, but these are the rules. I mean, they're specifically briefed in the morning not to touch the car when they're in a pit. These are rules that every team has to abide by. If the team members don't abide at all, I'm sorry. Frank was quite right so that he has to say, sorry, you're out, that's not allowed. And it's a pity, but rules are rules and we have to abide them. But now Mickey's just got a couple of drivers here. Mickey?
Yeah, I have the two drivers from Moscow. Can you introduce yourself to us, to the audience?
My name is Alex.
My name is Mark, and we represent Moscow University Mami, and we are very happy. I think we first Russian team who finished all dynamic events in Germany, Formula City in Germany. It's awesome.
Well done, well done. Did you have any technical difficulties, or did everything go smoothly, or?
Actually, you're right. We have a lot of problems with the car. The problem with the cooling system. First of all, next with the engine is so hot, so difficult to start the engine during the driver change. And next, not so properly tuned engine, but we done it. It's great. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a good.
Right there, Mickey. Thank you for getting our Russian drivers here, who again are really proud today. They've done a great achievement. So a round of applause for our Russian guys from Moscow who have finished all dynamic events, the first time ever. So well done there. And Aliyah, what's going on track now at the moment? I sadly wasn't paying attention. Anything new here?
I'm not sure, I'm just hearing something from our intelligence officer. It does look like our car 119, one of our Italian cars, is about to come back. This is University of Tuscia. They are just waiting for the other cars on the track to go past, so they've got enough space to go. And I think as soon as car number 96 finishes their next lap, they are going to get the green flag. So hopefully we'll see them out shortly. And car number 106 from Kempton, they've just completed their second lap. They're currently on their third lap. They got a faster time of 88.54. And out there, apart from that, we still have car number 38, this is UAS Berlin, and car number 61 from Wuppertal. And congratulations, car number 116 are back. This is our Italian team from Tuscia. They're back with their second driver now. They didn't seem to have too many issues during driver change, which is good to know. And car number 61 just get the final lap side as they really push down the straight just after the start finish line.
And that was extremely loud here with the backfire from the exhaust. My ears are really popping in. And this is Berlin getting another blue flag. So that's car 116 are Italians, the Tuscans. The nice red black car going to overtake UAS Berlin. They really are flying here with an 88 seconds, so that's good. 10 seconds faster than Berlin here, so well done there to Tuscia.
Car number 96 gets the last lap sign, and hopefully they're going to be, I think, are they going to be our first German team to finish endurance for the day?
If I remember rightly, yes, I do think so. So Mittweiden as first German T96 with the baby blue car. Looks like on the last final lap they'll be able to finish this endurance, so we'll just have to wait and see.
And car number 61 have the checkered flag. They're now in for driver change. Well done to the University of Wuppertal. The scrutineers are just checking over the car whilst the drivers do the driver change.
So Wuppertal is still in the pits and being thoroughly checked by the scrutineers. We've got Tuscan now coming over the start-finish line. Izat now going really strong through that slalom. So second driver really pushing hard to get a good performance on that lap time here, and 87 seconds, good time to be honest. And here comes Izat, 115, nicely around that chicane. Oh, he's hit a cone. First chicane, that really is hard for our drivers at the moment. So many cones that they always hit here in the first chicane. But that car, the second driver, looks a lot more confident than the first one. Oh, he's getting a yellow flag. Something's happened behind our sight there, so that doesn't look good. Can't see what car that is, but well, Tusker is still online. Isaac managed to get past quite quickly, and Mitt Weiden have actually managed to finish the endurance, so well done there, Weiden. Congratulations, did very well here as the first German team today to finish and complete the endurance run, so well done there. And we're still waiting for Wuppertal car 61. They've been giving a thumbs up now from the scrutineers, so we'll see them hopefully. Oh, they've restarted an engine, so this is looking good, so we'll be seeing them shortly. So Leah, what have you got for us here?
I'm just going to give you an update as to who's completed endurance so far. So, then the next team to complete endurance. Then we had a British, the University of Africa.
And we've just got a big problem here with US Kempton. That's really holding up Izat here. He's having shifting problems. He's trying to get at Izat's now having shifting problems too, but no, he's found the first gear, so sorry for the interruption there. So Leah, and Wuppertal will be seeing straight away, I think now getting the green flag. So back to, what was it, Saarbrücken, so that's actually Mittweiden, our second team at least, that can finish the endurance.
Sorry, excuse me, we have a team. So a German team completed endurance today. Another B team managed to complete endurance. We had then our Chinese team who completed endurance. Then we had our German team, UAS Munich.
And yes, just have to interrupt there again. I think that's US Kempton that's still having difficulties. So that means Wuppertal, well done. They've come out the pit, they're firm, but they're getting the yellow flag because Kempton is still having shifting problems. So I hope they're going to get that sorted out soon because they're doing quite well from what I saw at the beginning. So let's they continue and maybe even finish their first run. So Leah, back to you again.
So I work my way through these endurance results. As I've completed endurance, the results are a little bit confusing to read, but they really actually had 6 different countries to really nice to see. You know, the whole thing of Formula Student Germany is the international it all, and to see that there's cars from all around the world who are just as good as each other, it's just something that's we really like to show off basically about our event. So it sounds like the track's got a little bit quiet. I think Daniel's just taking a little break, having a sip of water. What's going on out there?
Oh, so far everything's looking good. I'm not sure where Kempton is, so doesn't look good for that car. So Kempton's just come around, so shifting problem's gone a bit better now, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that that doesn't happen again.
So you've just seen the car number 115, our French team from Nevers. They managed to cross the line. They're now on their 17th lap. They're going to get the last lap sign the next time round. I think that team's going to be really relieved because, like I said before, they did have the meatball flag as the scrutineers pulled them in because they were worried there was something wrong with the car, but they did get the green flag again and were allowed back out. So I think the team's just going to be really happy to be able to complete endurance today, and it will make them our 7th country to complete endurance for the day.
So yeah, when we have a look at the scoreboard, that's car 38, UAS Berlin. I think they also are out of the race. We can't see them from here where they actually had their problem, so I think that's probably in the big grandstand over on the left-hand side. We're still seeing Kempton going strong, so they really managed to get back on track here with their shifting problems. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that doesn't happen again. The last time was 160 seconds. Now, oh, very good improvement there. So that's 87 seconds. So that is quite a good and fast car that we're seeing here on track. And we've only got 2 more cars lined up. That's 53 Paderborn and car number 67 from Norway, Trondheim. And I've just seen Azat with 115 on the last lap, and that's of course their last lap overall with their second driver. So this means our French guys will hopefully finish the endurance and So if I'm correct, I think that's going to be the first French team here of the 2 that's going to finish the endurance. And like I promised, you see now car 53 Paderborn out on track, a nice bright orange colour, so we'll hopefully be easily following that car around the track so far. And Kempton now getting their last lap sign for their first driver. So, oh, he's having shifting problems again. He can't get the gear in for some reason. So it's in gear or even throttle problems. Eric, what do you think Kempton is that shifting problems or throttle problems, or what do you think?
It's multiple problems, I think, because he's changing gears a lot, but then he also loses drive at the same time. So I don't know, it's maybe a rough running engine and gear problem. Maybe
both at all, but let's have a look here at the start-finish line. That's Izat with the car 115. Well done, and the driver is really happy, showing the finger. That's our Vettel finger, number 1. We always see from the Formula 1, so well done there, guys. And is that Kempton back on the grandstand slowing down and putting a bit of a traffic jam. The marshals are pointing that he should get off the racetrack so the cars behind them can follow. So that's Trondheim also stuck in the queue now. So we got 3 cars. I think Paderborn, hopefully they will not be disrupted by this. And it looks like, yes, Wuppertal are back out, and so is Trondheim. So those 2 cars are now quite close together. Because Trondheim are on the first lap, we don't know how good the track performance is, so maybe we'll be seeing a blue flag, hopefully. It looks like, yes, Wuppertal most probably is getting the blue flag. They do, so Trondheim on the first lap are overtaking Wuppertal. So let's see how our Norwegian team with car 67 will do their first lap here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the cars that you're seeing now on track are the very last cars for the first group. And after that, of course, we're going to have a group 2 with electric cars. So we're going to have a short break in between. Just a short break, because we still only have 1/3 of all the cars that have actually competed here. So we've still got a good 60 to 70 cars that will go through this endurance here. And let's have a look here at Paderborn, 88 seconds, another personal best, so well done. And Kempton's still having problems here. This is really getting worrying, especially now that they've been shown the last lap ban and have to pit in now. And with those engine problems, like Eric just mentioned, it could happen that their engine won't restart. So we'll just have to wait and see how Kempton does. So let's see if they can come into the pits now.
So we were just being informed by our intelligence officer that the electric cars are due on at 12 o'clock, and then we looked at the clock and realized that it's 12:15. So I guess we're going to find out from the officials if there's going to be a break for the between the last combustion car from this group and the electric cars, or if we are going to go straight into the electric cars. As soon as I know, I'm sure either Daniel or I will inform you on this.
So, like I previously mentioned, Kempton have managed to pit in and hopefully get their second driver in. Well, scrutineers are still looking at the car and having a look if everything's okay or not.
So had a little bit of backfiring there as car number 61 crossed the line. They just got a nice consistent time of 95.16. We've got the Paderborn team out there. They just got a new personal best. Knocked down a couple of cones on the way, but that was their new personal best of 82.98.
Definitely, I mean, Paderborn are really going fast here, but that was 1, 2, 3, 4 cones simultaneously. He took out with him on that oversteering here, power sliding out the first chicane. So that driver really has got to watch out for those cones because he's doing some very good fast lap times. But with those, what's that, already an 8-second penalty on a lap, that's not good.
I know, I was just thinking about that because those cones are like next to each other. Does that count as a 2-second penalty or does that count as a 4-second penalty?
That's a good question, but Mickey's just got something here for us, so I'll just pass that and we'll answer that question later.
Thank you, Daniel. I have one of the team members from ISAT Nevers, if I pronounce that correctly. All right, could you just introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little how things went today and how you feel that you've just completed endurance?
It was tough. After the disappointment of Silverstone not finishing endurance, I think that was our main target for this competition here. And yeah, just really relieved to have finished endurance. Yeah.
You also had a meatball. Were you worried that there was something really wrong with the car?
No, that's our driver. He's a bit crazy. Yeah, but no, he was fine. He knows what he's doing. So yeah.
Okay, congratulations and have a good party this evening.
Just like to thank Bosch and all our sponsors to have made this all possible. You know, it was a great experience, and yeah, we'll be back next year for sure.
Thank you very much.
So we've got another team out. We finally get to see the Canadian team from the University of Toronto, car number 11. They were meant to be out much earlier on today, but they had some issues, so it's nice that they could come on right at the end of this group. And hopefully they fixed whatever problems they had, and we're going to see a nice reliable car from them and get some good lap times from them. So I'm just about to find out. We've still got car number 116 at the University of Kempton. They're currently in driver change. Looks like they're trying to restart their engine. Do you have any more information on that, Daniel?
Well, as we've already seen previously on track, they have got some engine or throttle or shifting gear problems, and it really looks that way that they cannot restart their engine. He's been trying now the 4th or 5th time. The engine's sort of half firing up. And he's still pushing that button. He's still pushing the start, and we'll see if they can get on track. But I just noticed Toronto is on track, so.
I know, I was just saying that. They're just coming around for their first lap, so we're going to see what kind of times they're going to be putting out there for us. They are looking much better this time round. So Daniel's just finding out from the officials what the plan is for the teams once these cars are off. I'm guessing that as soon as these cars are finished with their endurance, they're going to up and then they're going to start the electric teams. What did he say?
Well, Rainer just came to me. We've got to make a small announcement to all teams. All teams who could not finish the endurance race and still got their cars on track. Can you please come back to the dynamic pit area? We'll be calling you when the last car has finished, and then you'll be able to pick up your car. We want to have a quick as possible transition from Group 1 to Group 2 electrics, and we're already seeing all the electrics. So this is a quick team announcement to all teams that have still got their car on track. Please come to the dynamic pit area, and Rainer will give you the go when the last combustion cars finish here, so that you can go and pick up cars, not trucks.
So I think answers our question. It looks like we're going to wait till this group have finished endurance. So the cars that are out there, they're going to be able to finish their laps. Afterwards, we'll take a small break while cars with DNFs are able to come and collect their cars, or the teams get to come and collect their cars. And once that's done and the track's green again, we will start our second group with the electric teams.
Yes, and I've got some more news here, sadly. That's they tried to restart the engine after their 3-minute driver change, and of course they've got another 2 minutes after that to try and get the engine running, but sadly they couldn't do that, so that means Kempton is out. So big round of applause for that driver. Was really working hard trying to get that car back into the pit for a driver's change, but sadly that means Kempton is out again.
That is a shame. So we've still got 4 cars out there. We've got car number 61, the University of Wuppertal. They are currently on their final lap. They're going to see the checkered flag shortly. We also have car number 53, the University of Paderborn. They're currently on their 7th lap with their last time of 98.41. And car number 67, this is our Norwegian team this year. They are also on their 7th lap with a time of 95.48. As well as that, we have a Canadian team out there, the University of Toronto. We were looking forward to seeing them earlier today, and so it's nice to see them at the end of their group, which means that they will be able to put some times in, and they are looking fast out there. Driver's having a lot of fun. He's sliding around out there. I mean, I think we're going to get some more excited teams. Oh, and it looks like car number 61 have completed endurance. They are our 13th team to complete endurance today.
Well, congratulations, Wuppertal. Job here today, finishing this very extreme long endurance track run. And I'm quite surprised to see car number 11 here, Toronto, performing pretty well compared to yesterday. They have really had really bad problems, but like already said, they're an overseas team, so probably they had to from a dismantled car, they had to put all the parts back together again, and not always everything goes perfect. So I think they used the practice time area from their time slot and took their 120-second penalty into account to test the car on the test track beforehand and get it running so well like it is running today. So well done there to Toronto and all the mechanics that have made this possible. And the car looks like it's really flying here on track with an 86.88 second. So maybe we'll be seeing some even faster times here from that car. And just here we can see Paderborn, car 53, being shown the last lap. So they're going extremely fast as well, and they just overtook Trondheim from Norway.
Oh, we've got a black flag for car number 11, the University of Toronto. I'm not quite sure why. We're sending our intelligence officer to find out.
Yeah, intelligence officer is just going over to find out why he got the black flag. So Probably there was some problem. Either he missed too many slaloms or something, or too many off course. So we'll just check up on that, why they get the black flag. So this is their first warning. If they get the second black flag, then that means they're disqualified. What's happening here with Paderborn, Aaliyah?
I don't know, it looks like it might be having some shifting issues. They've kind of just...
Oh
yeah,
no, this is their last lap.
Oh no, this is their last lap. Before endurance, it's their last lap of their first half before driver change. It looks like they've stopped on track, and I think it's game over for them. The driver's getting out of the car. He's not looking very happy. So I'm very sorry to the University of Paderborn, car number 53. Please can you give them a round of applause? They did get very, very close to driver change. And that's an excellent job in itself. It's an excellent achievement in itself.
Well, definitely. They were performing great times here on the track, and it's so sad to see good performing race cars just going out on track, and don't know what the problem's seen there, but it really seems that he's been losing power, maybe fuel problem of some sort. But then again, we've got still the last car out here. That's car 67, because Toronto is still being checked by the scrutineer, so we'll hopefully get you an update on what's happening here.
So currently we've only got one car out on track. This is our Norwegian team from Trondheim, and they are also going to be coming in for their driver change this time round. The officials already holding the checkered flag and is just waiting for them. They are looking good out there as they come up towards the slalom. I think he might just be pushing through. Hopefully the second driver will make it.
So yeah, well, we'll keep a lookout still on Trondheim, who's doing the last lap here for the first driver. We've got some bad news from the pits. That's car number 11, Toronto. They were actually showing the black flag, being sort of told by the marshals that they shouldn't miss the slalom. Apparently at the back they were missing the slalom a couple of times, and by coincidence they actually scrutineers found some oil leakage of that car, so this actually means that Toronto is out of the race, and we've just got car 67 coming back into the pit.
Yeah, so it looks like that's our last car for the first group of endurance, car number 67. I think they look like they might be having some issues in their final lap. Did you notice anything there? The Trondheim. So hopefully we'll see them during driver change. And it's gone a little bit quiet from now. Hey, so maybe the intelligence officer can give us a few more details. I mean, he did the course walk earlier on today, and it'd be interesting to know your opinion on the track for today.
The track has been made a little bit faster by mostly setting the apex cones a little bit more towards the inside to make a bigger radius on the turns. It's especially noticeable at the first kink, of our kink, because I was really last year. Other than that, it's the same layout except for on the back straight out on the real course. Move the chicane forward or back, to longer straight. Just think, there's a better flow in the track now.
So would you say this is a fast track?
It's got some long straights, yeah. So sort of an intermediate track, but still a lot of tight turns too. So again, it must be pretty well balanced.
And what kind of do you think are going to be doing better? I mean, you're not allowed to be biased, but do you think it's going to be the ones with the wings, or do you think it's going to be ones with the torque vectoring?
The off-shot that wings don't work. Maybe they do, but also.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we saw some really fast times yesterday in autocross, so if I heard that correctly, the track's actually been made a bit faster. I think we'll be seeing maybe some 74, 73 times. What's your guess, Eric? Going to be optimistic here and maybe say even 69s?
I don't know, we haven't seen a really quick car out yet. And it's also interesting to compare the electric cars to combustion cars, because they mostly turn down the a little bit to save their batteries. They don't carry as much energy as the fuel cars do. I don't know what the lap time will be.
Take a guess, come on, gamble here.
I'm gonna say 10 seconds and the fastest time we've seen so far.
So we're seeing in the mid 60 seconds. I guess 67 seconds. Right. We'll pick up on that. What's the news out of car 67?
Always an excellent sign. It sounds like car number 67, our team from Norway, from Trondheim. Yep, they are driving up to the start line, so they are going to be able to at least start the second half of endurance. And what's really nice about them is that they're going to be the only car out there, so they can basically just go for it and just really try and get some fast times out there today. So well done, car number 57. Can you give them all a round of applause because they're the last car out there for today.
Yeah, just quick repeat of my announcement earlier. Would please all teams, attention teams that have got still the car on track, please come back to the dynamic pit area. Trondheim is the last car running out on track, as we've already found out, so please back to the dynamic pit area. All still got their cars on track, but get your cars off track as soon as possible, because we've got all the electric team. You go. Hopefully, after a break, we'll be seeing our second group of electric cars. So this is basically the parallel competition of electrics that's going to be taking place very soon here. And how's Trondheim doing, Aaliyah?
They're definitely looking really good out there. I mean, this is a really nice car. If you think about it, this is another one of our first-year cars, which is actually incredibly impressive, because normally when it's your first-year car, the teams basically are just trying to work out the rules and just trying to put something together that gets through endurance. I think that's the main goal for them. And the fact that they've come back out with such a fantastic-looking car, and it also looks like a fantastic performing car, I think they have to be incredibly proud of that. And it looks like the driver's having a lot of fun out there. I mean, he just got a time of 90.56, which I think is an excellent time for them.
Definitely. So last car here on the racetrack, car 67, and I'm just looking behind me again. So the very dark clouds and the wind that was picking up a couple of minutes ago, that sort of calmed down, so it's looking good. It probably will stay dry for at least the next 2 hours, so I think the electric teams have a good chance of still getting on a dry track and not having to. We'll just hope that hopefully the whole afternoon, when our really fast cars will be, combustion cars will be on after those.
So as you can see, all the track marshals all have their eyes on Trondheim. It's really nice to see that. The car's doing so well. We've already got the electric cars waiting, queuing up. We are slightly behind schedule. If I just check the time, it's currently 12:30, and we were planning on doing the electric cars. So we're just going to find out if there's going to be a break. I presume there's just going to be a break to push the other cars off the track.
Yeah, so too, because we really are behind schedule, and I think our audience loves this, doesn't it? This
I know, you just missed a fantastic power slide there. You just had your back to it. It looks awesome.
Well, I can still see the nice black line here, so really put some rubber on track here. So electric guys, you're going to go really wide here, get that grip out, but don't hit that cone out there, because that's a double hit cone. It'll be 4 seconds, so let's see what cars will be taking that risk later on.
I think we should call them killer cones, don't you? I mean, this is a really mean streak, because if they hit these cones, it's a double penalty each time.
That is really mean. I mean, blue and a green cone next to each other. If you hit that green cone, the blue cone's definitely going to fall over as well. So Trondheim's coming around, some shifting problems, trying to find the right gear. Shifting down, locking up the rear wheel there, pretty hard on the brakes, coming around the left turn into the slalom. And quite consistent times, 90, 91, 92. Oh, hits a cone there. Or was that a cone that he hit earlier where he had the shifting problems? Looks like it. Looks like pretty dragged. Marshall's giving me the heads up that that's definitely from somewhere else off the track. So 12th lap. So after that, it's another 5 laps that we're going to be counting hard on.